today's weather is the most typical weather that you can ever get here in Copenhagen. It's so gloomy, so rainy, so windy. I wanted to film outside, but I was like, you're not gonna be able to hear me. So I'm back home now and it is quite late. I'm not feeling my best, but also not my worst. And the reason why is that we had like a, not like company event, but like a team building kind of thing yesterday with the team. And we had a few drinks. We went to Frankie's to have pizza and then we went over to Open. And just like that, it's 1 p.m. And as you saw, I went to grab some BMOs. These ones are my favorite ones. I don't think I've ever showed it here on YouTube. And I got not one, but two. Because if I feel like having one later, I can have it since they close at 2 p.m. And I was just not finding motivation to get out of bed today. My only motivation was to go get a BMO before they closed. Está tan bon. I also want to say that this video is going to be a very chill video. I don't know how much footage I'm going to get since I was not planning on recording this, but there's a few things that I want to show you and just touch up on. And I also have my calendar here, which you'll see that some of them are already open towards the end, especially from the 20th. And that's because I'm not going to be in Copenhagen and today is 7th. So I'm going to open the one from yesterday and the one for today. I also opened a few other ones. That's because Simply Chocolate is so good and I know that there's a few days that I'm not gonna have time to open it, so we're doing that now. We got crispy curry with crispy caramel, sea salt and premium milk chocolates, yum, and mocha molly, crunch coffee beans and peanut chocolate. I have this one right now. So good. When I was training for my marathon last year, I was not drinking whatsoever, and I think it was more of like a goal of mine to not drink, just do the training and just be a few months off of drinking. It sounds like I have a drinking problem, but I don't. I just enjoy it, and it's not something that I'm gonna cut out completely now. Of course, I'm gonna be mindful towards especially the long runs, because there's no such thing as being dehydrated on a long run. That's the worst. And last week I was out as well, and this next Thursday I have the company party, which it seems like it's very recurrent, but it's not. It's just everything is piling up in December, and I also don't wanna miss out on just events just because I'm not drinking. Of course, I can do it without drinking, but I like it, it brings me joy, so I'm gonna do it. But again, in life, you should not do everything in extreme, just find a nice balance, which I think is what I'm doing. I'm also gonna have a very relaxed day. It's something that I really avoided a few months back. My weekends were packed with things back to back to back, but this is just realistic. This is just my weekend. I'm gonna take it chill and not overdo it, because I don't have to be out doing things just because it's the weekend and I have time in my hands. I can also relax and rest a bit, which is very much needed. So cheers to that. It's so much later into the day and I've been in such a lazy mood, which I'm not hiding here, but I managed to get ready. And let me show you one of my favorite tank tops alongside the colorful standard ones or the Adanola ones. I've had this one for 2 years now and I wear it so often and it's still intact, such good quality and just looks good. But we're off to meet Mary, one of my good friends, and we'll see what we get, maybe like a drink or something. But we are going to Beit Salma. It's a Lebanese place, I believe, and I used to go there quite a lot in the summertime and I haven't gone there in a long time, and it's so nice. Actually, I remember I was editing my first thumbnail for my first video when I was there, because I was not working and I had so much time in my hands, which don't have so much anymore. But yeah, it's gonna bring back some memories, hopefully. I'm not feeling my best because I'm on my period and I didn't have the best sleep ever. So I stopped by the grocery store and I bought ingredients to make riserinsgrøt. That's how we say it in Norwegian, if I'm saying it right. Hopefully that warms me up and sets me up for a good sleep tonight because I really, really need it. And if you've never had this meal, it's very popular to have it around Scandinavia, I want to say, around the holidays and Christmas, and it's just very, very good. The tradition, or how we do it in Norway, is that they will usually put an almond into the pot with the rice, and whoever gets it wins a marzipan pig, which I don't like marzipan, and I'm not putting any almond in, but that's just the tradition. And usually the lunch before like Christmas dinner, if I can remember correctly, I think that's how we've been doing it. So yeah, it's gonna be very nice to eat that before the holidays and just prep for this season and just get some memories and feel like home. Guys, I'm back from the run and I didn't record anything. I was just logged in except for the first few kilometers. My watch was so off. It was like saying 6 pace per kilometer, where technically I was going at 4:42 and I was having such a hard time breathing. But still, I was like, my watch is saying that I'm going at 6. That cannot be true. And then that was like around Hellerup where I went. And then I got back and just went around Frederiksberg, and then it got a bit better. But whatever, it's done and out of the way. I can't believe that I've been training for 6 weeks now. And now I have 1 hour to finish editing today's video because I usually post Sundays. And I have 2 things on the program today, so I'm crossing my fingers that I'm gonna have time to edit and get everything done. Otherwise, worst case, I'm gonna upload Monday, but hopefully I managed to get it on time. I also did a bit of cleaning and just putting some clothes away and made a coffee. And besides that, I don't know, I think I mentioned it yesterday that I wanted to talk about something, and that's basically just the holidays and going back home. And it made me a bit emotional the other day. I actually made a TikTok about it. I'm gonna just link it somewhere. But it's been 2 years and like 4-5 months now since I moved to Copenhagen. And when I tell my friends I'm going back home, I say home as in like Spain, and I don't call Copenhagen home. I don't know, like, if you are in the same situation, you are an expat, you might also, like, relate to this. Do you call home where you are born or where you have relocated? Because technically, over the years, it is gonna feel more like home. But for me now, my family is, like, home as in Spain, and home doesn't feel like home, which is, like, Denmark doesn't feel like home as in Spain. So I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm actually very excited to go home to Barcelona, where my family is and my friends. I don't go there as often as I could, but I do really miss it at times, and I'm pretty close with my family and my friends as well. I really like being home, and yeah, I'm counting down the days. I'm very excited because I'm in Vesterbro to go have lunch with one of my best friends here in Copenhagen, Francesca. We were really doubting where to go, and I really craved ramen because I had it last week, but we didn't want to go to the same place, Ramen to be roast, so she suggested one called Papa Ramen or something like that. It's right around the corner, and I think she's waiting for me. But yeah, I'm super excited and very hungry because I haven't had any food after my long run. My weekends tend to be quite busy because the only day of the week that I make plans is usually Thursday, sometimes Friday as well, but I'm just so tired that I try to stay home. That's why on the weekend I have to make time for everyone and just, yeah, see my friends, because friendships are also time consuming. I'm usually not the one to crave these things like hot chocolate, but this weather is just screaming make one. So I stopped by Tiger, I bought some marshmallows, and then I stopped by Photox, bought some hot chocolate. So now I have the perfect afternoon snack while I edit or finish editing my video before I'm out to go see it in it. It's so good.